Trash Talkers, what's up, Gruntworks Nation, and everybody here following along? Welcome to the fifth principle of patrolling. It's going to be a slightly abbreviated one because we have something to do today. We are helping promote
A little something.
So, as you see in the background, we are at Cannonball Creek Brewery in Golden, Colorado. So, come stop by and hang out with us. We're going to be here from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. But before that, we just want to get the audience going on the virtual side so that you guys can join us with the party if you can't make it. But again, text Warrior to 801-801 and help out Kyle and his mission to raise money for Gold Star families and mental health for warriors and first responders.
Yeah, and his mission is to send people to rehab. So it's not like he's doing 22 push-ups and bringing awareness to something. It's actually they're actually doing something. They're sending two people, Gold Star family members, active duty service members, or veterans that are out or retired. To rehab every month.
Do you want us to stop?
No. Through the SOBA Foundation. What are we doing?
You're good. So let's. Sorry, we're dropping frames a little bit here, but we're dealing with the Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, they get that puck going, and then we'll pick it back up for the live stream. But yeah, we're definitely frozen a little bit. Okay, so let's start off with our normal fifth principle of patrolling. We were talking the other day.
There's so much to talk about.
Like, what's not making sense to you right now?
There's a lot that's not making sense to me. Like, one of the biggest things that's not making sense to me is our lack of ability to focus on one issue for more than a week at a time.
You're talking about America's pulse.
America as a whole.
Right.
Like we can't seem to figure out one day it's the big thing is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. The next day the big thing is abortion. The next day ironically the big thing is we shouldn't kill kids. Now.
So yeah, ironically, all the people who said we should be able to kill kids now are upset that kids are getting killed.
Correct.
So, and again, we don't want to. Behind every tragedy is always humor to help people cope with things.
I would say humor, not really humor. It's just the irony.
But I don't want to trigger people to be like, oh, I can't believe you're making fun of that. We're not making fun of that. All right, it's absolutely horrific what happened. But what's been bothering me lately is I'm not allowed to talk about.
I heard that a couple of times. That's how you silence the one side of the entire argument. That's like even the abortion thing. You can't talk about it because you don't have a uterus.
I don't have a uterus, so I can't talk about abortion. Well, the White Sox called him Jackie, and it was supposedly racist. Yeah, but it's not Jackie Robinson. He called himself Jackie Robinson like 4 months ago, and Josh Donaldson made fun of him and called him "nice play, Jackie." When he screwed up, and it was racist. Right?
Oh, yeah.
But then I couldn't have an opinion on it because I'm white. That's what I told me on Twitter.
Oh.
So it's like, it is what it is. But hey, on the show with us, if you see him dropping in and out, is Ryan Griffiths. Huh?
Ooh. Captain Griffiths.
Excuse me, Captain Griffiths.
That's 03.
03.
Griffiths.
But he's an engineer. So what doesn't make sense to me for the fifth principle of patrolling? Ryan, do you know what the fifth principle of patrolling is?
Why would you put him on the spot like that?
Because sapper school is harder than ranger school. So.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Ryan?
Hey, sorry, I'm cutting in and out. I'm trying to get better connection, but I can hear you somewhat.
Yeah, do you know what the fifth principle of patrolling is? No, nothing.
No.
Huh? Nothing. All right,
Well,
so
can he?
Common sense, right?
yeah, boom, he got it.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
Yeah, it just takes a second.
So
Because he's an officer and an engineer, so he has a Google. It's already. It's
yeah,
set
he
up
was
in his
googling
high-speed
it for
truck.
sure. He
Fifth
pretended like
principle patrolling.
he pretended like he couldn't hear us.
Yeah, it's
and
common
then
sense, right?
he's googling it the whole time.
He's
But
got like a minion in there.
But, hey,
Googling.
Ryan-
His daughters are in the truck with him, googling information as we speak.
yeah, Ryan. So I've never met you, but I've heard good things about you. So what we do on the fifth principle is we try to talk about topics that are maybe are very like polarizing, and we want to find out why this makes sense. So I want someone to come on the show and tell me why I can't talk about something because I'm white, right? As opposed to I kind of just have an opinion because I'm a human being. So what does it make sense to you that you would like somebody to come out and explain? What to you right now going on does not make sense? We're not saying that people are wrong. We just say it doesn't make sense. So what do you got, Ryan?
Wi-Fi.
I think really something that doesn't make sense to me. I think something that really doesn't make sense to me is kind of like the tragedy that happened um, this past week with the shooting in Texas. You know, trying to be opinionated and voice the opinion of the tragedy, but trying to turn it. Other individuals are right now trying to turn it into more of a politics, talking about gun control or different aspects of, and trying to avoid the situation that actually happened to what's really going on instead of trying to turn it into a mix of a politic war.
Yeah, 100%. I need. And it's weird because I always the Book of Earl always talks about the bell curve and how these polarizing issues you can't have a conversation with somebody because they immediately go to one side of it, and it's just the logic's over, everything's over about it. So again, like I commented on one of our sisters' posts from VTT, and she posted something about DNA testing the kids, and then a military-style weapon was used, and I was like, so right there, the post was okay until they threw their narrative in there. And it was like, what? Now you just demonize the entire military. And it's like, what does it mean, a militarized weapon? Is it because it has a serial number on it? Like, because my blanket was militarized when they handed it to me at basic training. It's now a military blanket.
Right.
So,
well, the thing to me that the biggest standout for that whole situation, and really all of these situations, has been kind of the same thing that hasn't made sense to me for any of these issues that have been going on for the last couple of years. Is that something happens, so immediately you have to have an opinion on that thing that happened because you don't want to miss the news cycle of being able to have your opinion or put it on social media and people listen to you like, oh my God, he's so right. The fact is, after all of that, there should probably be a 2-week where you don't say anything and you just listen to what's going on and find out the facts, and then you insert.
So instead of a 2-week shutdown for COVID, we should do a 2-week shutdown for information.
Well, maybe just a 2-week shutdown for your mouth.
Yeah. So shut your mouth until we get the information
for 2
done.
weeks.
Now,
And if it's
I struggle with that.
go
I right away want to jump on something, so I understand that. And again, we're not saying you're wrong, but we do want you to come on the show and explain to us how long have you cared about gun violence? How many times have you posted about gun violence? Just like when COVID started happening,
that's the thing.
all of a sudden you had all
We
these
live in
people
a-
that were concerned about death.
Yeah, we live in a great time, right? We live in I was actually thinking about that the other day. 100 years ago, people didn't have any of the necessities or the niceties that we have.
The
they were
niceties,
growing
I
their
like
own
that.
Food. They're
niceties.
growing their own food. They were building their own houses. They were doing all
Hunter-gatherers.
these things on their own. They didn't have social media, and yet they seemed happier than we are. And we have the ability. We live in a time where you can literally change your profile picture to a different color, and you have actively done it. If the 1960s had happened in 2020, Woodstock would have been a bunch of people at their house, just changing their profile pictures to rainy, muddy fucking profiles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There would have been no Woodstock. It would have just been a bunch of Rick and Birchie singling weirdos posting different things.
And I shamed some people who were trying to shame me for not wearing a mask or whatever.
Yeah.
I go, when did you ever post about heart disease? When did you ever post about cancer
Well, that was
or
the funniest
diabetes
thing
type
that I
1?
saw, even when COVID first came out, right?
Because all of a sudden now you care about that.
Well, yeah, I was sitting at Lowe's one day, getting ready to go in, and I saw this person, and I don't want to misgender anybody, so
You don't assume their gender.
I don't want to assume.
We'll just call it
Anyway,
them.
this person
They.
got out of their vehicle in their handicapped spot, and they got into a little rascal scooter, 350, 400 pounds. And, okay.
That's way better.
Yeah. You weigh 350 or 400 pounds, and all of a sudden you're putting a mask on because you don't want to get sick and die. Are you also going to stop, going to McDonald's for every meal?
No, I was thinking about that at McDonald's. I rarely eat fast food. So
Right.
I was on the road yesterday for 13 hours, so I stopped and got some Mickey D's.
Yeah.
I remember how they made it a law where they can't ask you if you want to supersize it. because somehow it's McDonald's fault that you went in there and wanted a large fry.
Supersize everything.
Yeah, like, well, I'm just like, yeah, McDonald's fucked me. No, your demons, understanding that, you know, when you become a triggered pansy, nobody likes you, right? So we try, like you said, we just try to be angry about things. We try to find things that are not our fault, even though they
that we use to get ourselves into that situation, and then instead of turning around and looking in a mirror and going, okay, whoops, like I fucked myself.
Hey, so
Time
this,
to figure this out. We a lot of times it's easier to point the fingers at other people and then like, oh my god, I can't believe you did this.
yeah.
Like, I'm so sad that people are getting shot in schools and supermarkets. I can't believe. Why would the government, like, it's like that a scene from Step Brothers. Like, why would you let us build this bunk bed? There's so much blood. Why would you let us do this?
Yeah, and then you got Steve Kerr triggered me a little bit.
Yeah.
When he's out there
my
screaming,
God.
they actually do act and do things, just lost all respect for you.
Yeah. Well, I
Because
mean,
the government's not going to do anything.
well,
They're
I
not
mean, the
supposed
government
to.
has. Well, the government has done something. Because the last time I checked, they made murder illegal.
Right. Regardless of what you use. What's his name again? Ham?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got him, and then we're at the Cannonball Creek Brewing Company. So if you guys are in Colorado and can make
Not a huge deal, but they have whiskey tastings,
yeah,
bourbon tastings,
10th Mountain
vodka.
Bourbon here. Now remember, 10th Mountain's been our sponsor since the beginning.
Yeah.
We love them, and their
They
bourbon
have
is
the-
awesome.
If you were Ryan's back,
Ryan's back, yeah. And then there's Hesher Barbecue Company is here, and then John Hamm, the one and only John Hamm, and then the Golden Bike Shop, who's helping Kyle out with his bike. So again, those of you who haven't been paying attention,
and MH.
and then MH, yeah, MH is here with NR2F Warriors. She was our guest 2 weeks ago on the Trash Talk Hour, if you watched it, and they have a lot of great supplements for, you know, hangover cures or mental health and all kinds of stuff, but we mostly concentrated on the hangover cure. That was the one that we sold on. But they're here, and they're awesome, and they're giving 20%, I believe, right?
Yeah.
20% to the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation. So hey, if you don't see anybody on the screen when we get done with the fifth principle, just, you know, because you can't make it to Colorado, and it says the video's interrupted again. But you know. Well,
Hey, Ryan.
It was because we were up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Can you hear us?
Really, to kind of introduce myself, I hope that you guys are on my end, so I apologize. But back in 2020, as you know, Beck, when I got back from my deployment, I was in a tough on speaking out and going towards getting mental health help. So really, I started my platform on TikTok, and that was kind of my out during that time frame. And what I didn't know at that time, individuals that platform would touch. And over a course of a year, I gained over 1 million followers. And I had from the lowest level to the privates, to a 1-star, to sergeant majors, to first sergeants, reaching out on what I had going on and what I was about, which is really just breaking that stigma of mental health, trying to get help as a leader, all the way down to the lowest level. So after that year time frame kind of left, and I continue on this journey, I've met so many great organizations like this one. For example, you know, I really think that there's a plan in place for individuals that are struggling. It isn't just a dead-end road, and my ultimate goal really is just to be that vessel and that light to any individual that is struggling. And I wanted to hit back on that topic that you guys were talking about earlier. It isn't just to end 22 a day in the mental health, you know, like, because that's an unrealistic goal. We all struggle at one point in time in our life, and my goal really is to lower that number and to lower those individuals that are struggling. And I'm not going to stop, and I'm going to continue to do this until my voice isn't heard. These videos that are on the backside of these screens, that they do contemplate a lot of stuff with their life.
Okay, we'll just talk because.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk.
Hey, Ryan, we're gonna bring you on the Trash Talk Hour on one of our shows to do you a little bit more justice because not too many people are listening and watching right now. So we'll, because of our connection as well. But we're working on that. Hopefully, we have a better connection for the show, for the event that's going on today. But yeah, we're gonna promote the hell out of Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation's Warrior Ride mission. And again, we'll talk about it live here. If you guys can make it out to Golden, please get out here. If you can't, then please text 801-801, text Warrior to 801-801, and help this mission, all right? We, like we always talk about, everybody wants the government to do things. Well, if you just sit there and beg the government to do things, well then, so there are lots of veterans who don't really need like anything more than the VA offers.
Right.
Like there are people that can manage that and do that, like me. I can go to the VA and get exactly what I need. I don't need anything additional.
Right.
But there are warriors that need additional treatment that the VA either can't provide because of the American Medical Association or their rules. But like, that's when our community steps in.
Well, there are also veterans that can't go to the VA because they didn't spend 20 years in.
Right, and so
or didn't get medically retired, or didn't do all the things, and their experience in combat or their experience in the military is no less. Like you can spend 4 years in the Army and get a lifetime worth of shit from it.
Now, this is annoying, but I'm triggered.
Yeah.
Well, the video just keeps interrupting, so nobody's listening.
Yeah.
We're still on YouTube though, so that's good.
Yeah. What's
Muffin Fingers over there is screwing it all up.
that happened?
So.
But look at how beautiful it is
I know,
outside. How are you? So what's what about your apparel line? How's that coming?
So everything's actually moving pretty good. I've been working with this team right now out of Nashville. We have a documentary that's going on to kind of broadcast it, and then we do have a billboard that's going up in Kentucky. So really, I have no complaints with the social media platforms as of right now. There's a lot of big individuals that are reaching out, and I'm very excited what this actually holds. So it's moving forward.
Share the link on that until we get the
that's
hotspot
awesome.
up.
How's work?
Yeah, we're really clear on YouTube. We're good. Nobody's watching though. Let me share this here.
The worst technical difficulties ever.
I know. Well, hopefully we get it going for the event so we can actually do what they're paying us to do.
Well,
let's see here.
are we on the Wi-Fi puck yet? Oh, that's the issue. We're not on
You guys
a
having
Wi-Fi
bad
puck
connections on your end, Beck?
Yeah, well, we're in a restaurant and there's like their Wi-Fi is not that great, so they went and got a Wi-Fi puck. So they're trying to get it hooked up right now.
Yeah. So again,
Okay.
please switch over to YouTube. And I guess we're coming in real clear on there. That's what Mike was saying. So get on YouTube and check us out. And then as soon as we get the puck going, then we'll be able to get you on Facebook, and then people can start watching there. So if you can't, this is some barbecue. Barbecue from Hesher Barbecue Company. All right, so out of Golden. Is that out of Golden? Denver, out of Denver. Okay, so if you're in Denver area, these guys are supporting the Ultimate Sacrifice Foundation and our mission to help, end the stigma and get veterans mental health. So if you can go to Hesher and support them because they are here supporting us.
Oh, dude, that's good.
They help the veterans out. Let's get a little try here, but I think we can. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Should have come out here.
Yeah, Ryan, it should be here.
You could have bad signal here.
I wish I could have made it.
Yeah, but no, it's a blast, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We got cornhole out here. We got a band coming, like the one and only John Ham's here, and he's got a associate with him. I forgot her name, but she's gonna play as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bluegrass and cover.
Bluegrass, nice, nice. But yeah, so that's pretty much covers it for the fifth principle of patrolling. But again, we would love someone to come on the show. And I just want to hit that point one more time. I want you to take a serious look at what you're posting on Facebook with these gun crimes, right? And then I want you to go back in the last 2 years and count how many times you posted about gun crimes, all right? Did you post about gun crimes because the media got you riled up, or do you actually care, right? Now, I got it. If you actually care and want to get rid of guns, I can respect your opinion because you actually care about it. But if you're just getting triggered now, just like now all of a sudden you care about diabetes in life, that's like, how come you let your family members get like that in the first place?
Right.
So it's like, I'm not saying you're wrong, and nobody's judging you. Buddy might judge you.
I'm judging.
Yeah,
I judge you.
Yeah, but I just need somebody to come out here and tell me why I can't have an opinion about race because I'm white, because that's racist. tell me I can't talk because of my color.
That's kind of the definition.
That's literally racist.
Uh,
So, again,
like the definition.
the definition.
Like
Yeah.
the one.
So it doesn't make sense to us. But hey, we're gonna have a great
I
time.
agree 100%.
Did you hear that?
But then again,
the captain agree with me. No big deal.
well, not a huge deal, but
yeah, and he's a sapper.
he's not allowed to. Like he can't speak up on his opinion about racism because of his
And
accent.
you actually can't have an opinion on this at all because you never went to Ranger school. So
His accent.
you don't understand what common sense is clearly.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So how does an I guess we could keep talking until Chris figures out this puck anyways, but how does an officer who gets bred to go to Ranger school not go to Ranger school? Yeah, Ryan, that's you.
I can barely hear you. What'd you say? Sorry.
I said how does an officer, because they groom you for Ranger school, how do you not have a Ranger tag?
Well, he didn't go to the point either.
But they still groom you.
Yeah.
So what happened? Why did you quit, or were you like I'm too good for Ranger school? Like what happened?
I picked the easier school. I went to sapper school.
Right, and but I got a lot of friends that have both. So, like, I mean, I know an artilleryman that has a sapper and a Ranger tab. That's First Sergeant Cody Anderson. Most decorated artilleryman of all time.
You're absolutely right. I have no excuse whatsoever.
But there's got to be something. Like you can open up to us. We're talking about mental health here. So tell us what stopped you. Let's crack Ryan open here. Let's have a breakthrough on the show.
Give Brian a super hard time.
Yeah.
Really, I don't think there was anything that's stopping. So there's really no excuse. I just didn't jump on the opportunity, I guess, when it was given.
You know, it's never too late, right?
So
That